Hello, everyone. It's Luca, and today we're going to be talking about self-reflection. It's something that some people just innately get. Some people have to learn. Some people never learn. And I'm going to talk to you today about why it is possibly the best thing you can do. Um, so we're going to be talking about the what, why, how, and the when of self-reflection, and hopefully this can help you look in your own life and make self improvements if you are on a personal improvement journey just like I am. So, what is self reflection? Self reflection is the ability to go in your mind and kind of take off. Let's imagine you have a pair of clothes. You have clothes on, right? In your mind. Let's say in your mind you have these certain things on, right? Let's say you got a hat on, right? And this hat is your personal biases. These are things where that your brain makes up out of either self-preservation or just biases that you have towards yourself, right? The ability of self-reflection is to take off that hat and put on a different hat of maybe this different hat. Maybe not even, you wouldn't even put on a hat in this analogy. Just to take off that hat and look at things from an objective but also um a fair perspective, right? And so um let's imagine that analogy, right? Or let's say you are you're thinking about yourself and someone else in this situation, right? You're arguing with someone. The idea is that you put on their hat. You take off your hat and you put on their hat, which can not only help you um be a more empathetic person, but it can also help you understand where they're coming from and understand some biases they might have, right? So that's what self-reflection is, and just reflection in general. But we're going to be talking about the part of where you just take off that hat, right? And so that goes into why self-reflect. Well, self-reflection could get you at a lot of things. If you really think about certain things, right, before you do them, and you're able to get out of the sense of how does this benefit me? Not only how does this benefit me, but how does this how does this affect others? How can I use this to benefit others? How can I use this to make others feel better about themselves? Right? That's the goal of self-reflection. To become a more empathetic person. And so there's the why. Now how? How do we take off this hat? Well, it's going to take a lot of time. Cuz if you have this hat on and you find yourself as someone that is very self-preserving, that is very for yourself, but you have the you first of all you have to have a desire. Um, you have to want to self-reflect. If you want this to work, right? So let's say you really have that intention, right? Let's say you've listened to the whys, you think it's something worth learning. So how do you do it? Well, you got to take some time out of your day to just think. It's hard. But let's say you got a tough situation coming up. Let's say you have an argument maybe between two friends. One of these friends is right, but the other friend maybe buys you gifts. Maybe this other friend can be more of a benefit to you in the long term, right? Which one you gonna pick? And that requires a lot of thinking, a lot of weighing of both sides, right? So this is the one thing to challenge you. If you want to get better at self-reflection, you gotta be better at suspending your own biases. You've got to be better at stepping into other people's shoes, and so that's gonna take some time to develop. And so you got to take some time that I'm sure your extremely busy day is already devoid of, and you have to find it. You have to find that time, right? Um, here are some here's some suggestions I have of when exactly you want to self-reflect. Um, One thing I like to do is in the car. Um, I can't drive yet, but when I can, um, I'm sure you could do it while driving. I'm sure you can self-reflect by driving. I'm sure it is not that distracting at least. Or maybe a quiet time. And I know we live in 2024. A lot of time, our precious quiet time has been filled with social media. And I'm not gonna do a whole social media preacher thing because I use social media at the end of the day, and so do as I say, not as I do. But I challenge you this: if you get anything from this video, take the time that you use on social media where let's say you got home from school, you did all your homework, and you're just chilling. Nobody's online for like video games or anything. So you got some time to kill. Um Maybe just think. Um I recommend um maybe even in bed. Just some time where you have quiet time to yourself where you're not going to be distracted. You're not going to you're not going to be you're not going to have to uphold a conversation with anyone. You're just going to be able to sit in your own thought and think. Um I think that's one of the most important things in our society, and I think social media is taking it from us. Um, Social media is just fills our minds with distractions and ways to fill empty time, which I love that. I love that we have that. But I think boredom's good in some ways, and I think self-reflection is one of those things, one of the benefits of boredom, right? So this is one thing. I'm gonna end this video off, but I challenge you, take some time just to think, self-reflect, um, and you gotta practice. You're not gonna be able to just become like a sage right off the bat. It's gonna take some time to kind of develop it, but once you do, it's gonna be one of the best things you've ever learned. You're gonna be very glad that you learned it now rather than later. Um, it's going to help you a lot into adulthood, any relationships that you might have, whether it's friendships or a girlfriend or a boyfriend. I doubt girls are watching this video, but in that case, I want you to just try this out for me. All right? I love all you guys. Jesus loves all you guys. Have a great day. Um, and if you join my Discord and you want to talk to me about anything, it's in there. I know it's hard. Sometimes you don't have people that you feel like want to listen to you. So I'm always open to listen. Even if you don't know me, I think we could get to know each other. So if you need anything, I'm in the description. Peace out, guys.